this will be a fun experience nonetheless. So here on the race time, we have Mighty Caesar 37 versus Bruh Incorporated. And it looks like our timers have already started, so good luck to both of them. And we'll see what this seed has in store for us.
And I think we're going to notate that as the fastest speed gaming introduction we've ever done here.
Oh.
All right. Well, we didn't really describe much of what's happening today, so let's go over it real quick while we're still booting in. Number one, as noted, we have our Echo Standard Weekly race today. Now, for those of you unaware, Echo Standard means that we're going with our old even settings. And on that, so what are even settings? Well, first we're going to get a Violet Hint, Quadraxis guarding a missile, which is great. That means Quad is half dead. But no, even settings. We're starting at Great Temple Main Energy Controller. This is our old tournament settings. And we're using this as it's sort of, we want to ease the players in. We don't want to go too crazy. So we'll start here at Great Temple Main Energy, and we'll lead right over to Temple Grounds. Now from there, elevators are vanilla, so we most likely be going straight to Aegon, depending on how Albert is and the first early items. Other than that, we are starting with Violet as scenes. Gives us a little bit of quality of life. Get some early Temple Ground sense. Multiplayer items are shuffled. Double damage, unlimited ammo, beams and missiles, and cannonball. Now, the only thing to remember for this seed is that bosses are required. Now, the only reason that we say to keep that in mind is that puts in light suit or a ton of energy tanks to get through the final area, Sky Temple. With that being said, Bilo, my friend, what are your early predictions? How do you think this is going to go? What do you want to see?
Well, this seed's going to go great already, because right off the bat we've had validation. Our first item was an energy transfer module, which, as we all know, is this game's validation. So I have great expectations for this seed. Bruh's already going to fight our good old friend here, Albert, the Dark Alpha Splinter.
Gotta love Albert.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Early predictions. Well, since we're here in Temple Grounds, ETM, missiles are going to be coming fairly soon. Hopefully bombs. And if not bombs, then we're going to expect some power bomb early logic.
Or space jump could work too.
It could, but space jump only really gets us 2 checks out of the entirety.
Mm-hmm. All right,
so
and now we get to see it's a missiles. Expansion.
I told you.
Yep, not logical missiles just yet, but missiles nonetheless. Will allow us to be a lot more thorough in this early game, especially in Aegon.
Yeah, that's exactly where the game is leading us with missiles. As missiles will get us through the early start of Aegon, through Mining Plaza, and gets us right into Aegon Part 1, which I call Part 1. This is the first start of it. Aegon Temple, Aegon Energy Controller once you have bombs, Bomb Guardian, Mining Plaza A, Plaza Access, all them good things.
Yep.
Oh, and Tess looks important today. That looks shiny.
I don't know. I think I saw a light ammo expansion. That is indeed shiny, but...
Hey, ammo is always useful.
And our first SDK.
We just started! All right, so that's Temple Grounds. That's missile launcher. I told you it was important. Don't quote me on these things.
Well, it's not quite logical yet. So this is actually really interesting logic-wise, because this is giving our runners the logical go to use missiles logically once they get either bombs or space jump to get up there logically.
Or in this case, just do a task jump, which is a slope jump.
You can do that, but I don't think it's in our logic preset for this weekly.
No, I don't. I gotta double check, but I believe that it is not. I think it might be 1 step higher compared to the slope jump movement. But there's our entrance for Aegon. For Aegon space jump on transport to Aegon.
Okay. So that makes it logical. We've been trying to reach you about your ship's extended warranty also. Nice joke.
Well, heck, I've always been meaning to upgrade that.
Well, maybe you can use your scan visor, as it is useful for gathering information on how to upgrade your ship's extended warranty.
Well, thanks, my friend. I will certainly look into that.
All right,
All right.
beam-related upgrade in the Cursed Lake.
Oh,
Ooh, that's
that
a
could be
red key.
important. Oh,
That'll,
red key in mining plaza. Ouch.
I mean, if it's an Aegon key, we can hope that just deletes the Morpheus.
It it logically does, as we do need all three keys for the fight,
Mhm.
unless we perform an out of bounds to bypass the gate. But that out of bounds is not in logic at all with these settings. We have no out of bounds required.
Most out of bounds that span several rooms are never in logic. Also,
Yeah, that's
so
fair.
and even then, if it's for a red key, it's probably not worth.
No. No, for mining plaza, there is a single room out of bound. No, it's a double room because you have to go one room prior for it.
And there's a grapple beam.
But we
Uh,
but we need screw attack to get that out of bounds to work. So
yeah.
no, it wouldn't help it. But grapple beam, that is going to be useful once we reach early Torvus. Yeah, once we get
Pretty
into
much.
Torvus, that'll be good for Path of Roots or
Mhm.
Path of Hall of Roots.
Yeah.
Similar sounding rooms.
I mean, right now it's not doing us much good, but it'll be certainly helpful later, especially if we come up on a pretty late screw attack.
Yeah. All right, now we see that Bruz decided to go for Bomb Guardian. This is good,
Mhm.
really good. Now some of you might be wondering, well, if we don't have bombs, how are we expected to get out of here? Well, there's a few methods we can use to get out, but we'll grab them after the boss. As right now, looks like Bruz going for the quick kill method. We already got half health.
Yeah, Bra is going here for a 2 cycle, so if you... So Bomb Guardian has specific damage thresholds that it reaches. Every threshold, if I recall correctly, is at about each quarter of its health. But if you damage Bomb Guardian in a certain way, you can skip some of these thresholds and only have the halfway mark. And there's Screw Attack
Screw
on Bomb
attack.
Guardian.
That'll get us out.
Well, even if it wasn't Screw Attack, there is still a slope jump that you can do to get out of there with Space Jump, so it was not a dangerous action, unlike what you might think initially.
Absolutely correct. So no, as Bila was stating, as far as Bomb Guardian goes, we're going to see Caesar attempt to do the same thing. Every quarter of the health, his Bomb Guardians will move into the next stage of the fight. Does a little bit more damage, a little bit more random predictions in his movement. But no, what we're trying to do is trying to get him down to half health. We'll fire one pellet, a missile, and then a charge beam. That gets us down to the half health. And then phase 2, we can use a missile followed by a charge beam, and that just ends the fight due to the damage output.
Indeed. And with that Space Jump and missiles in hand, Bruh is now going to labs.
Oh, I'm not. Well, yeah, we do have space jump. That's good. We don't have bombs, so there's nothing. We cannot get through labs. We can get 2 items here. We can get command center, and we can get central mining station, which is the room we're currently in.
Yeah. And with looking at the cutscene, it didn't seem to be extremely important, but I could have misread that.
It looks like a missile, but again, it could be wrong. It's hard to tell sometimes.
Metroid Prime 2 remastered on the next direct.
I would love that. Yes, absolutely.
Yes,
Great. Well, if they do anything like they did with the Prime remaster, it's going to be so beautiful with the cinematics and the dark world, especially having that gloomy feel to it, just making it more eerie.
I for one cannot wait to see how Sank is gonna look with all the dynamic lighting that are available now.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
And I think that's a sunburst on Mining Station A.
You know what? I see your sunburst, and I raise you 5 missiles.
I mean, we'll definitely take those.
Absolutely. Now, I think Bro's gonna go. Yeah, that's a smart move. We can't do anything. We don't have dark beam. We don't have bombs. No more progression here in labs.
So we gotta back out.
We gotta go. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Bruh's right now at 10 missiles. So the reason Bruh still picked up the missile expansion is because if you do not have 10 max missiles, the Echo's drop system will not yield as many missiles as you'd like. So by having those 10 maximum missiles, Bruh can start manipulating the drop system to give them more missiles when they are low.
Absolutely. Well, we call that as priority drops. Yeah, unlike Prime, where it's a little bit randomized or heavily randomized, Echoes goes based on a what you need sort of structure. If you need missiles, we'll give you. You're a little more likely to get missiles. So,
yeah.
But now we see two routing divergences. Caesar has decided not to go into labs, and that's going to cost him just a little bit with this Amber translator. Now Amber gets one extra check, which is sand cash, but it also
the hints.
Absolutely, that's the next point. We can get one hint here. We get one hint here off of Mining Station A. That gets us the keys. Aegon Waste and Sky Temple ground. So which keys are in Sky Temple? That's a bad location. Oh, wait a second. That also means that the red key that we see in Mining Plaza could be Aegon. Oh, that's going to cost Caesar. There's a light beam and sand cash.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's going to cost her indeed. Bruh's taking a nice, comfy lead over her.
Yeah, actually, yes and no. We don't have bombs at all, though.
Yeah, but light beam though.
Oh, light beam's good, but I can't. I know what Bruh's doing. He's doing possibly going for a dead end check.
Yeah. Cash D might have something.
Oh no,
it's not actually, a dead end. Bruh has screw attack.
He's going out of bounds.
Oh,
we're going out of bounds to peak ventilation area A. Meanwhile, Caesar picked up the Emerald translator off of GFMC compound, which in turn will let her get the violet hint over on FTA.
Yeah.
Big routing differences, but amazing progression coming off from each of them.
Gotta watch out for her health though. 36 next to those Sank turrets is not pretty. And gets light beam hint.
There's the light beam hint over in FTA. Now Caesar's gonna figure out real quickly where it is.
So that's a suit in Cache D. We can't get that yet because no dark beam to get out, but it's good to know for later. We're just gonna have to backtrack there on Bruh's side.
Yeah, we're gonna have one quick kill method, and that's using Screw Tech, which amazingly Bruh gets first try.
Yep. Just needs to get a second Screw Attack off, and there we go.
Beautiful.
That's the S1.
Amazing. So routing differences right away. We're only about 15 minutes in. Route difference as followed. Bruh went right for Aegon Labs. That got Amber Translator. That in turn led to Light Beam, which is going to lead for some backwards movement here in Labs, which due to Screw Attack we can get an out of logic check. No, we can't. We don't have bombs. Ignore that. We can get bioenergy if we get out of bounds it. Meanwhile, Caesar's decided to go through Temple grounds, not go through Labs, which in turn has gotten the light beam location and morph ball bombs. That's going to be the big change on the return to Aegon.
Yeah, it makes sense that she went for this play because she got an emerald.
Yeah, so, let's her get the gate for Alpha Splinter, and we're in turn able to go right back to Tass.
Yeah, Bruh's going to save warp as well. Going to go to Temple Grounds as well. Probably gonna get those checks that Caesar also gotten.
Yeah, so describe what just happened here. Because Bruh went to Labs, we did some movement to check Dark Samus 1. That in turn got us light beam, as stated earlier. And nice high five on the elevators, like perfect synchronization. Almost, but still.
Only Caesar is blue and Bruh's regular
orange.
Color. Yeah.
Or amber, I guess.
I mean, we could call Caesar Cobalt if we're gonna go by translator colors as well.
You know what? Why not? All right, so now we see Bruh taking the same path that Caesar originally took. So we're going right for compound thanks to the screw attack. We're able to break down the door. But the plus side that Caesar has, now that picking up bombs, she's able to clear out communication area so we don't have to come back for it, but also in turn gets us through the rest of Aegon completely outside of
Yeah.
dark beam checks.
Yeah,
And
that bomb is really big for Caesar. So yeah, the lead is not as clear as I once thought.
I would comfortably say Caesar's in the lead based on the fact Bra has to return to Aegon after going to Great Temple again.
That's true. Yeah. Caesar can get a lot of bomb checks in Aegon along the way, which Bruh would have to backtrack for it.
And we're also going to get both hive chamber checks since the translator gate is open. It's violet. It's a violet door. So that gets us hive chamber A, which is spawned in by boot by bada. That's a great boss name. Wonder how you're going to spell that one out, Marion. By Bomb Guardian. That's the name of the boss.
Yep. And Bruh's going to go for the FTA peak as well. So what you can do here is you can poke your head a little bit through the ceiling, and that will allow you to see what item is on top. Unfortunately, I didn't quite get to see what it was.
Look, if I had to put money on possibly another ETM.
I have no idea.
But now we see the Dark Missile Trooper, an optional mini boss.
Which nets us an energy tank. More than welcome without a suit.
Oh, heck yeah, we'll take our first E-Tank.
Mm-hmm.
And on this note, since we have a little bit of downtime, I do want to introduce our tracker since we forgot to do so, which I apologize.
Yep.
But we have the lovely Op82 helping us keep track of all the items today. Mm-hmm. You can find her constantly around every single week, either here or on the Prime side.
Mm-hmm.
So we greatly appreciate all of her help. So many thanks to her.
Absolutely. Shout outs to Bob.
Oh yeah.
All right.
And there's some light ammo.
Light ammo.
And now Bruh's got their bombs. So that in turn will do the same loop Caesar did, going straight through transport B access, going for temple assembly site, getting both hive chamber checks, and then swinging the way back to Aegon. So right now, that's our entire progression is Aegon. That's what we can do.
Yeah, pretty much. That being said,
what are you thinking?
No, we do not have gravity boost, so no Torvus entrance. Even if we have a light beam, we have amber, we have missiles. We can technically go peek Torvus Lagoon, but that wouldn't be a very good idea because we don't have a light beam. Dark beam, I mean.
I have to say, I'm confused where you're trying to get a light beam thrown into this.
Yeah, no, we don't have dark beam to go further into Torvus from Lagoon, unfortunately. So, what this would net us though is 2 extra violet hints, which would be the main play. It's mostly an intel play, but given how much is available in Aegon, it's probably the best idea not to do it right away.
Yeah, I personally wouldn't touch Torvus at all. It's the main way to get to Torvus is through meeting grounds, and unfortunately, meeting grounds we need either both light and dark beam, plus a ridiculously well-timed space jump screw attack and from a slope jump, or we need supers, which we don't have. So Torvus is pretty much just out of
the question.
No, it's not. Can't do it. But what we can do, Caesar's going to go, if Caesar goes to the right, looks like she was about to jump left. If they go right to Sandcash, that'll net the light beam. But no, we're walking away from light beam. Don't do that. We have bombs. We can get Venteria A. We can do some work.
I don't think Caesar has Amber yet.
Oh, you know what? You're absolutely right. Amber's locked over in Central Mining. So we do have to go through. We have to go through labs first and come back for it. I forgot about that one. So we're going right for. That means we're not gonna get the hint here on Aegon Energy.
Well, not yet, at least. She might backtrack for it.
Well, she does have the time advantage. We do have enough time to get in and come back. With Brus just making the way through the hive chamber loop.
Yep.
But here we see the Aegon Energy Controller. By hearing the words of Aisha, the last sentinel of the Aegon area.
Aisha, why were you hoarding a temple key?
Is that the... Well, so
It's an
that's...
Aegon key.
So that means one of two things. Either A, there's another Aegon key in Mining Plaza, or B, Sky Temple Grounds has two keys.
Did we get an Aegon key hint?
Yes.
Oh, I did not catch that.
It said Aegon Wastes and Sky Temple Grounds. So one area has two Aegon keys in it.
Right.
Oh, excuse me. But no, I'll say this now though. If anyone in chat has any questions, concerns, inquiries, anything they don't understand, something you want to learn more on, and we're not calling you out, we'd by all means just post it below. We'll do our best to answer it.
Mm.
Either that, or we're here because we have an annual contract.
Also that, yeah.
No, we're here to have a good time.
Alright, Caesar's gonna be making her way to Dark Aegon.
I've got a personal pet peeve about this loop only because of Incash 4. Incash 4 is so far out of the way and it needs Dark Beam. So if the Dark Beam could be found exactly 2 rooms away from Sky Temple Key 1.
That's not gonna tell us much. Unless we randomly stumble upon Sky Temple Key or Dark Beam.
Unless the STK we found in Temple Grounds was Key 1.
I think it was Key 6, if I recall correctly.
But to say, if it was Key 1, then we know exactly where it is.
Yeah.
Which would be Dynamo Chamber, but we don't have power bombs to open it. So, well, we're just going to continue.
They could do a really messy out of bounds to get it, and I'm not sure it would even work, because in the vanilla game, in the speedrun, you would do this out of bounds to get the PB expansion to get it early, but PB's expansions are pretty big item pickups, so you can sort of nudge your way into a corner from out of bounds and still pick up the item. I'm not sure this works with Dark Beam. The model is quite a bit smaller than the cheeseburger we're used to for PB expansions.
I have no idea what you were trying to reference, as I'm not even... We don't even know where Dark Beam is yet.
I was referencing the...
the Dynamo Chamber. Okay, yeah, no, I see what you're referencing. No, you make perfect sense.
Yeah.
No, you're absolutely correct. It's... with it being such a smaller hitbox model, it might not be able.
Mm-hmm.
Confused.
Yeah, what we saw Caesar did here is she actually sort of skipped the puzzle to get the portal working. So the game only checks if you have blown up the last bomb peg in this room. So if you've blown up the last one, that will activate the portal immediately, and you won't need to do the other 2 previous ones.
Absolutely correct. As with the...
Looks like we're going to be having a high five here soon enough, with Bruh also entering Dark Aegon.
Yeah, I do want to see what's here on Crossroad, though. Like a missile.
I think it was a missile.
But no, as far as portal chamber goes, you're not expected to have space jump or screw attack, both of which break open this puzzle.
Yeah.
So with the game's current internal set scripts, it thinks, hey, if you've destroyed bomb block 3, you must have destroyed bomb block 1 and 2. So in turn, the setting is only on block 3 for it to register, which I think is hilarious.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Echoes has I can't even say that Echoes is held together with duct tape. I think it is it is entirely made out of duct tape.
We're Metroid Prime 2 Echoes for the Nintendo GameCube. Make sure you have your roll of duct tape ready.
And it looks like we're going to be checking the broom closet here on both sides. Now,
That's high five.
yeah, they're neck and neck, but Bruh does have one thing that Caesar doesn't, and it's Amber Translator.
Yeah, but that's not going to help Ra here in Dark Aegon. There's no Amber, nothing
But
that Amber works on here.
Bruh also has Light Beam, which is definitely going to help him in Dark Aegon.
Oh, we're immediately going to see the use of that here in the Jump Guardian fight.
Jump Guardian? What Jump Guardian? I only see a statue.
Well, let me tell you something, my longtime friend. You see both our runners here shooting at the statue. They might be wondering, well, why are we shooting that poor statue? The Chozo put a lot of hard work into it. Not the Chozo, the Illuminoth. Thank you. Wrong game. Well, we're not actually hitting the statue. There's this hitbox in front of that statue, which just happens to be Jump Guardian's spawn point. Now that hitbox is active, as once you enter the room, the hitbox is there. You trigger the cutscene. The hitbox spawns Jump Guardian for said cutscene.
Oh,
Dark
Beam on Jump Guardian.
That means STK1's over in Battleground.
Most likely, yeah. Well, that's one STK that's hinted indirectly. Yeah, Caesar taking a little longer just because she has to use charged power beam shots because she doesn't have light beam.
So as we were saying, there's supers. Look at that. See, this is why I say have Dark Beam before you get to Incash 4. Don't come to Dark Aegon without it, as Incash 4 always has something useful.
How could they, Marion? How could
they? I know you can't predict it, but it's like, that's painful.
It is so painful.
You want to know the best part about that?
What?
Supers opens up Warrior's Walk, which in turn gets to Battleground, and because of Light Beam, that immediately lets Brad get over to Dark Samus 1 and get the suit. Brad's got a perfect route right here.
It is. It routes absolutely well. You go into Dark Labs, you do a bit of the cleanup there. You're only gonna have to orphan Incash 2 because no Annihilator, unfortunately. But even then, you spawn directly into main core, which in turn will allow you to get that progressive suit immediately after. And an extra E-Tank. Is Bra gonna risk it?
I would say yes. Go for it. Get that E-Tank. Once you refill your health, you're pretty much set. You have space jump.
He does. And the STK is on the ink pod, so we're gonna have to go back here with Dark Beam, unfortunately.
Oh, that stinks. That's just a missile on Battleground 1. We don't really want that to do the entire fight for it. It's not worth it.
Yeah, not really worth it.
Alright, so here we're going to see two major route differences, and unfortunately, this is going to put Bruh significantly ahead. Now, both fighters have Dark Beam, which is great, but Light Beam was over in Sandcache, which is locked by Amber. Sandcache is in Central Mining. Caesar can't get there through the route that Bruh is going. So Caesar's got to go back to Light World, go through labs normally, and just continue through normal labs. Bruh's going to have an immediate shortcut to it, which is going to save some significant time, as we're already clearing dark labs. So, fantastic work by Bob with doing the labs early.
Yeah, that was the right call for this seed, by the looks of it.
Yeah, Caesar had the lead, and then Bruh just sniped it away.
I mean, Bruh didn't just snipe it away. It really was the Amber check that Bruh did and Caesar didn't that put her in this sort of trouble.
Absolutely. So that means Mining Plaza's key is either Torvis or Sank.
It's not too bad if it's Sank, but if it's Torvis and Chica turns out to be required...
That's fair. We have no information on Chica yet.
Mm-hmm. Well, we know Quad itself is dead, but we don't have information on Umos' reward for returning the Sanctuary energy.
And looks like Dark Oasis is Morph Ball related.
That could be a PB expansion. Let's hope it is. because Dark Oasis is one of the worst checks in the game.
And there's dark suit on dark Samus. How fitting. And now we see Caesar trying to figure out where Light Beam is, thanks to the hint given. So we're trying to work backwards. We know it's exactly 4 rooms away. So Caesar's currently trying to say, okay, if it's from this point, what is exactly 4 rooms away? And oh no, I think Caesar might have just locked onto the fact that she thinks it's in Mining Station B. No.
I mean, the worst case that could happen is if she goes for the secretless door.
Oh no, I think that's exactly what she's doing. Because Caesar has the knowledge to do secretless doors.
Oh, this could cost her. Hold on, what?
Ball upgrade! Yay! We like seeing those. Please be boost ball. Because if that's Spider Ball, that's really worrying. I'll explain why in a minute.
Oh no, I think it's Spider.
Please be boost.
It's
Cannonball! Oh, dang it. Okay, so good news. We're not going for secretless doors. That's good.
Okay.
Well, actually, no, that is sort of a good thing. Now, 2 things to reference here with what just happened. Number 1, I was yelling about Boost Ball. We got the information that Dark Oasis has a Morph Ball related upgrade. It cannot be Spider Ball, as in order for Dark Oasis to spawn, Power Bomb Guardian has to be defeated, and Power Bomb Guardian requires Spider Ball. We have not found a way around that yet. So in turn, it cannot be Spider Ball logically down there, as we need Spider Ball for Emperor Ring 2. No, so Boost Ball could technically logically still be in Dark Oasis, but here's the good thing. Cannonball is there. Now, Cannonball's not even a normal item. Below, what the heck is Cannonball?
Right, so this game has a specific way of handling the kinetic orb cannons that you might see, that you might have seen Bruh or Caesar take in the early game. I'm fairly certain Bruh took one in Sand Canyon. So what the game does is, while you're shot out of the cannon, you are completely invincible and deal a hefty amount of damage. 50, no, not even 50, that's prime boost ball. 500,000 per frame.
On applicable enemies.
Yes. And this item is pretty peculiar because the game gives you this item when you enter a cannon, and there's Amber for Caesar.
I can get Light Beam, so that's really good. And
that cues her immediately to go back to Sand Cache, which is good. But what I was saying about Cannonball is the game takes it away from you on scripted slots when you hit them after going into a Cannonball. However, in the vanilla game, there is a glitch that you can do. You can take in Sanctuary next to Temple. Temple, you can
Worker's Path.
Worker's Path. Thank you. You can go out of bounds and be in the wrong room. That is to say, having Sanct Temple loaded, but being in Worker's Path. You can take the Cannonball, but the impact point for the Cannonball won't be loaded in, and so you will be able to keep that item, Cannonball, and just be able to boost without Boost Ball, be invulnerable to any and all damage, even Dark Aether and Inkstorm, while in Morph Ball, and just deal a lot of damage. This item here, Cannonball in the Randomizer, allows you to get that item without doing this lengthy glitch.
And so, in turn, Cannonball gives us 3 different effects. Number 1, we're invincible as below stated, no damage while in Morph Ball mode. But the biggest thing is, we get a mock Boost Ball, as you saw Caesar using earlier. We have Boost Ball, but we don't actually have Boost Ball. Which is going to be...
And this comes with a few more restrictions as well. So if Caesar dies or resets the games, or enters a kinetic orb cannon, she will lose Cannonball. So there's this whole shtick of Cannonball preservation in Echoes Rando that is good to know, especially on these presets, and that's another E-Tank for Caesar. That's her second.
As far as preservation goes, with screw attack, we really don't need orb cannons anymore. We can just skip
Yeah.
practically all of them outside of maybe Sank Entrance, but there are ways around that one. It's just harder to do.
Yeah.
Oh, and a Morph Ball related upgrade in Defiled Shrine. That also could be. That actually could be Spider Ball as well. That could be Spider Ball or Boost Ball.
Could
Wow,
be either.
that'd be really bad.
Yeah, we'd need Dark Visor for it.
And not to mention we need nope, we don't need Seekers. I'm thinking of a different room. Different room, Marion.
Yeah.
All
Now
right.
the thing is, Bruh has super missiles. Bruh might just oh, nice super name.
Where's Supers? It's over there.
Bruh might just be going for STK hints. Now you might be thinking, you need Seekers to get there. Yes, but you can go out of bounds and crawl around this requirement. Now, unfortunately, this would softlock Bruh, but he can reset out of there, and it looks like he is indeed going to go for the STK hint. So, in just a moment, we will get to know what our STKs are.
And I'm going to point out before it happens, what Bruh did. You saw we took a safety save over in landing site. By the way, there's our gravity boost. Dark Visor Seeker locked, and we're not getting that for a while. But no, we safety saved in landing site. That's going to become apparent why we needed that right after we get key hints, as we'll need to take a death warp out. Oh, are we going for the out? Yeah, we're going for the out of bounds method.
I'm not even sure if you can do a seekerless method on this door specifically, just because of how flat and far apart the surface of the seeker pegs are.
You underestimate the power of these runners, my friend.
It's not that I underestimate them. It's I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
Oh, I believe that it's been done before, but don't quote me as I can't remember exactly when it's happened.
Right.
But we currently have 2 keys. We know the knowledge of 2 of them. Bruh only has 1. Second one being in Battleground. So where are the others? Your key hints are Sank Entrance.
Nice. Sentinel's Path. Oh!
What was that? Was that a Morbus?
That was a Morbus. Oh dear.
Dark Aegon Temple. Glad we got those keys. Glad we got them. Poison bug.
Oh.
Jeez. Light suit. Oh.
FTA.
Oh my. These hits are terrible.
This is a seed, folks.
I'm going to point out real quick, if anyone's expecting a fast seed today, I'm sorry.
Hall of Combat Mastery.
Oh, that's pretty much a freebie.
Dark Taurus Arena. We were one word away from catastrophe and having Chica required.
I heard it the second you gasped. I heard it.
Yeah.
That is... Oh my... Oh my, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So, Bruh managed to make it out. I don't think the secret door's locked from the other side. Still opting to go out of bounds. He might be attempting to get that gravity boost. Oh,
yeah, that's what he's doing.
On the right, we can see Mighty Caesar going for a different method for quick killing Dark Samus 1. So, as it turns out, DS1 really does not like power bombs at all. She gets in the blast radius of one, she dies instantly.
Yeah, that's exactly what Bruh's doing. We're going out of bounds for that gravity. Or no, that's a ball upgrade.
That's
boost ball.
Okay, so
Dark Oasis is dead.
Yeah. Also, worth mentioning, Bruh's running on a timer here, so he's going to get a bit of energy. Gotten a blue drop, which is pretty good. Gives her an extra 50 energy to work with at a rate of 1.2 per second with our Dark Suit. So, Marion, you might want to explain how Bruh is climbing those rooms.
Okay, I'm gonna say right now, I'm not the best at explaining out of bounds. You want to talk about out of bounds? Talk to Sam. Sam is like the best person to talk to on that. But let's give it a try. All right.
Look, all you have
So,
to know is that every room is inside of a box, and I think you can take it
yeah.
from here.
All right. So, if for anyone who's seen Prime or Echoes before, especially here on Speed Gaming, you might be familiar with seeing some out of bounds movement. Now, essentially, each room is contained inside a cube. Every room is in a box. Now, when you're inside that box, gravity and movement all act how you'd expect it to. Now, outside of that box is where things get a little bit weird. Now, we call that outer area the Aether, and for good reason. The Aether is unknown to us, and as such, movement is a mystery, which we see Brad pulled off fantastically, getting boost ball. So, since when we're out of that box, Samus slowly starts rising, very slowly. If we morph while in the Aether, we fall to the bottom of that box. So, do not ever morph in out of bounds unless you're over top a piece of geometry. If there's no geometry below you, you're gonna fall.
This also goes for screw attack, by the way.
Yeah, screw attack's very risky. So
Now,
what Brud did specifically here, I apologize, but so what we did, we went out of bounds over in Gateway Access, where we screwed attack into that little morph ball tunnel. Now the game still thinks we have that tunnel loaded in as our active room, so it doesn't think we're in War Ritual Grounds. So we moved out of bounds, hit the War Ritual Grounds door, but still went back over to Service Access. So we're still in Service Access. But now War Ritual Grounds is loaded. Mm-hmm. So now we're able to use that to our advantage, go around War Ritual, and access the door from behind as the door's not loaded in properly. There's no collision back there. And we can grab the item, go back, and make our way through the pathway, which that is the most basic explanation you're going to get. And I apologize. Yeah. There's a lot of documents that explain it better.
Yeah, out of bounds, especially in Echoes, gets really detailed and really tricky rather quickly.
Yeah, and here's the hard part. Brud's got no energy. We're running on 35 health.
Oh yeah.
If Brud doesn't get back to Service Access soon, we're going to take that Death Warp and we're going to lose Boost Ball, meaning all the time we're sending here will be gone.
Yeah. So
right now,
the thing is, the room is loaded in, and Bruh is technically inside of the room. The collision is not in, but it's not showing because, well, we're not supposed to be there.
No, that's time. That's not enough time. It's gone.
Yeah, unfortunately,
couldn't get out. You're stuck on collision in War Ritual Grounds. There's no way out. As you're moving through War Ritual invisible, you have no idea where you are, seeing anything for a reference point. Well, we have the knowledge, which is good, but boost ball.
I don't think that's the problem. So Bruh was technically stuck inside of the of where boost ball was, since he did not open the seeker lock. It was still up, and what Bruh was trying to do was trying to get what we call an SAU or screw attack unmorph in order to get out of there from the back. But unfortunately, couldn't quite get it in time. But that's alright, we have the knowledge of Boost Ball, if anything. Which means if Bruh stumbles upon a Cannonball, he will know that some of these Boost Ball checks that he will be doing will be logical once he gets Dark Visor and Seekers.
Yes, indeed. And let's go ahead and turn our attention to this hint that we got, which says Keys of Dark Torus Temple can be found in places that we don't really care about, since we don't know if we need it.
Which I think that means the key in Mining Plaza is an Inkhive key, because I did not see Aegon Waste in this hint. Alright, didn't look like Wind Chamber access was anything important.
Alright, real
gateway, I mean.
Alrighty. We're coming up on the 45-minute mark, so here's your daily race rundown. So, Currently on the left, we have Mighty Caesar. On the right, Bra Incorporated. Both runners have gone through the initial set of Aegon. We've gone through Aegon 1 and Aegon Labs. We've received multiple different items to help us progress through the rest of the game. Dark Beam, Light Beam, Screw Attack, Dark Suit, Bombs, Power Bombs. So, with that, here's the hard part. We've received our STK hints, and they are absolutely terrible.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
what do we need to beat the game? Well, here's what we currently need for both runners. At minimum, we still need Dark Visor, Echo Visor, Light Suit, and Boost Ball.
Yeah.
We need all 4 of those items to beat the game and get all the key hints. Now, we're seeing 2 routing differences. On the right, Bra's decided to make some initial steps into Torvus. Meanwhile, Caesar has decided to take her first steps into Sank's Spider side. Now, we don't have Spider Ball, but we do have Screw Attack, so we can break open Spider side, which made absolutely no sense, but you will see what I mean. Oh, Spider Ball
is in Torvus.
Well, Caesar won't be happy about that.
Yeah. Also, one thing to mention is that Caesar's play at the moment is out of logic because I do not believe she's gotten main PBs. She only has 1 expansion.
Yeah, we've yet to see mains.
That being said, though, it is called Spider's Treasure for a reason, and that is because there are a lot of checks in there. So it's still worth a while to check items for quality of life, especially.
We still see how Cannonball's pulling off. No damage from the quad, and the instant destruction.
Yeah, not even an explosion. Just delete it from the video game.
And there's the
here.
Hold on. That's the other. There's the light suit. Abandoned work site.
Oh.
Oh, that's gonna do, bruh. Fantastic, because we need Twin Bog, and that's light suit locked.
Yeah.
But wait, no, we don't have Dark Visor. We can't get it.
FTA as well.
FTA we can get too.
Bro's not gonna have to do the wall crawl for it, which is nice. A lot safer and quite a bit faster too.
Yes, indeed. Yes, it is. All right, so light suit, abandoned work site. Dark suit was Dark Samus 1.
Storage D, yes.
Storage D. And Torvus Portal is a missile. Missile on the floor. Oh, please tell us where the Spider Ball is. I know that didn't rhyme, but you can take it up with the Luminoth.
You can take it up with Avok here in their temple.
Yep, we have supers. We're able to get up to energy controller.
And considering we also have Emerald, that allows for us to get the extra hints as well as this elevator.
I'm curious as to why Bra used missiles and didn't Screw Attack.
You can just use a fully charged light beam to destroy the platform entirely.
Yeah, I mean, Screw Attack, the second the door opens, they're gone.
Also that, yeah.
But no, light beam works too. Although I could be wrong, but I believe we saw our double damage over in Junction site of Dark Aegon. We did see a combined beam ammo.
Oh, interesting.
And this is unlimited missiles.
Yeah. This is gonna do great. With super missiles, that's a lot of firepower that's unlimited as well.
We have all the power. And it looks like Caesar is done in Sank's Spider side for now. Oh, there's main power bombs off of Torvus Energy. Okay, so power bombs are good.
A visor can be found in Ing Hive. Oh boy.
Oh, well, we know it's not on quad, but that could be Hive Gyro or Hive Entrance.
I don't think Dark Visor is required for quad.
No, it's Echo is required for quad.
Oh yeah, but quad is a missile expansion, anyways.
yeah, we got the hint for quad.
Yeah.
No, I'm thinking Echo Visor on Hive Entrance. That with how the seat's going.
Oh boy.
Well, it can't be Dark Visor on Hive Entrance. It's blocked by the Dark Visor check. So You know,
Yeah.
it's possible.
But it could still be Echo.
Yeah, with that information, I would, with Bruh's logic train right now and the keys known,
Mm.
I'm trying to think here. What would be a good way to route it?
Uh, hmm.
I I would probably leave Sank for last.
Yeah, I would want to stay in Torvis at the moment, I think.
We have, well, we can't get Poison Bog, which is the only downside. We can't get the key here.
Oh.
Your friend Ruster. Well, we can get Dark Torvis Arena, which is nice, but Poison Bog's really going to be like
Yeah.
the big one that's going to hurt both of our runners today. Coming back to Torvis after finding Dark Visor, wherever that may be, since Light Suit is here.
Yeah, it's, Dark Visor is gonna be the big thing.
Yeah, but once Dark Visor's found, we can route everything accordingly. For now, it's just full cleanup, get the keys that we can get. Oh, there's Spider Ball.
Spider Ball.
Med Vista. Huh. Okay, so that means Dark Oasis and Defiled Shrine are useless.
Yeah.
We do not need to do those checks, which is great.
Works fine by us. Caesar's about to check Pod W.
Lane of Dark Worship. Well, that's going to get... Well, if Caesar wants to attempt the out of bounds to get it, then they can. But I don't believe they... You said we're doing Pod W. Oh, Pod W, not playing it. Not, right? Oops. Wrong side of Sky Temple, Marion.
That is not Profane Path. Oh, and
No.
that's a red key.
That's a Dark Aegon key.
Yeah, that's our last Dark Aegon key.
That means Caesar can go do worms.
But I don't think she knows that worms are required yet. I haven't seen her do the...
No, she's not done key-ins.
She might just do them.
Oh.
Right, and what we see Bruh doing here is... Bruh is going for a trick called Air Underwater, which will allow him to screw attack underwater.
That's my favorite trick in all of Torvis.
Now, there is another way you can get there without using air underwater. That would be with an underwater dash, but it's somewhat of a frame-perfect jump, where you retain some of your momentum in the water. It's a bit hard to explain. Graph Boost is in
Plaza Access. That's locked by Boost Ball.
Yeah. Also, yeah, Graph Boost in Lower Torvis is really funny.
It's sort of, it's almost vanilla. Finding it down here, but well, no, it's not in Lower Torvis. Plaza Access is up top.
Oh, right, Torvis Plaza. Yeah.
Torvis Plaza, the one by Boost Guardians.
For some reason, I thought it was one of the rooms in Lower Torvis, but no.
There's a transit tunnel east and south, and then under transits.
So that would be Dark Torvis.
Right. So now, talking back over to, routing wise, Bruh's most likely going to go do almost a full clear of Torvis and Dark Torvis. In turn, using the Lower Torvis elevator to get to Sank Vault side, courtesy of the Spider Ball. Caesar, meanwhile, continuing through Temple Grounds, I would say, due to Cannonball, they're most likely going to go for Sank. No, they can't do Sank entrance. We don't have Seekers. Probably might do the same. Go right for Torvis through Meeting Ground.
Wait, do we need Seekers for Sank entrance?
Not Sank entrance itself, but to get into Sank through the entrance, we need it.
Yeah, you do need Dark Visor and Seekers, but all you need for Sank entrance would be boost.
And let's see. Bruh is going out of bounds here. We have Screw Attack. We have Bombs. We have a Dark Torvis key on Grand Wind Chamber. Congratulations. You better hope Chica's not required, since there are no ways around the Chica keys. Oh, I know what Bruh's doing. We're going out of bounds here in Hydro Dynamo Station. Do what?
Into Sank, that would be an interesting play to make. But apparently not.
No, I could be wrong, but I believe Bro's attempting to go out of bounds here in Hydrodynamo Station to in turn get over to transit tunnels. No,
No,
no, they were probably
I think
locked.
he just wanted to go around the secret door.
Oh, you know what? That's
Open
fair.
this.
Yeah, because you can't go through the waterlogged area yet, as that's
Yeah,
unpossible. Yeah, that's absolutely right. I was thinking of a different trick. Yeah, you're right. Go out of bounds to bypass the secret door and turn Screw Attack over to training chamber statue.
yeah,
I'm making it sound way more complicated.
and that also opens up Sank for from Torvis for Bruh here.
That's really good because we have Spider Ball.
Yeah, and this hint here. Oh,
Major and
oh,
Sank map. Light suit locked.
and Cobalt locked as well, but there is also a way out of bounds in with that. Yeah, it's a common theme in this game. If it's an item check, there's about a 50% chance that you can get there from out of bounds. Walls are a suggestion in this game.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so we are coming up on the 1 hour mark, which is a wonderful time as we're going to be here for at least another hour due to all the key hints.
Oh,
And there,
oh,
abandoned work site. Well, there's the hint for it. That doesn't help us. We already went to abandoned work site.
we've already been there.
And it's in Lower Torvis, so it doesn't help us at all. Oh well, we got to be thankful for what the game gives us.
Yeah. And in the meantime, Caesar going to do phase on ground, I think the room is called.
Yes.
We have Screw Attack, so it could still be Dark Visor. Let's see what we have. I think it looks just like a missile.
Yeah, it's just a missile.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
powerbomb.
it's a cheeseburger.
You know, now I really want a cheeseburger. I'm sitting here with a deli sandwich, so.
Ah.
I think I'm just going to stay to the sandwich. At least I have it here, and I'm not eating in Lower Torvis. I don't want my sandwich waterlogged.
Yeah, I don't think it's good for the bread. Or any other ingredient.
Not in this case, no. And there may be questions coming up that you see a little heartbeat icon on the bottom left side of Caesar's screen. What that is a pulse monitor. So we're seeing Caesar's heart rate constantly change, or known as their pulse. Now, a normal pulse in this case would be 60 to 100. We're riding about 94, 95, so yeah, we're in a stable range. We're not panicked or anything, which is good. That's good.
Ooh, yeah, those little crawlers here can deal a lot of damage if you're not careful. Almost a full E-tank's worth of health from Bruh. So I decided to be a little more careful, but the drops that they give can be pretty immaculate at times.
I agree.
Alright, so
energy tank.
That is an energy tank in main research.
Bruh really wants to find Echo Visor. That's a big thing blocking us right now. That and then... Oh, I'm realizing that we need Annihilator Beam due to Sentinel's Path.
Yep, that is correct.
So we need a lot of stuff to beat this game.
I think we're just gonna need a full tracker, logically.
Well, that's where Op 82 comes into play. Doing a fantastic job as always, keeping everyone updated.
All right, so since this is new patcher, these puzzles are also randomized, which is why Bruh scanned the hint. Which, as far as it goes, this is probably one of the worst combinations you can get, having you go all the way around to interface with the mini gyro. But we pull through nonetheless. And what this does also for Bruh is this unlocks complete sync access from Aegon for him, which it looks like he might also be going back to Aegon. No,
no, we're gonna do some sync cleanup here.
Yeah, Yeah, I forget that he did not do Spider's Treasure yet. Right, and on Caesar's side, we can see all of Honor Dead, which unfortunately is just a dark ammo expansion. You might think, wait, she's stuck in there. There's the secret door from both sides. What she's trying to do here is get an instant morph into the morph ball tunnel above. That way she can get out without needing secret missiles at all. Oh, and there's our eco visor.
Eco visor?
Oh no, that's dark visor. Never mind. That was a visor nonetheless.
You were correct, but I was taken aback by how you pronounce eco.
I was taken aback as well. I did not mean to pronounce it that way, but
I'll take it. I like it. I like it.
Which means technically Bruh can go check out Hive entrance, I think.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, we can do Hive entrance. Yes. Oh, actually, here's the problem. Caesar knows where Dark Visor is. Then they went here to Calling Chamber. As they got Hive, they got what do you call it as well?
She got an SDK, I think, from Spider's Treasure in all of Combat Mastery.
Yes, because we did the screw attack method.
Yeah.
So they have information on Dark Visor, which is going to help them if they ever do find Echo. So that's the visor that we know about thanks to the hint. But do we know about any other visor locations?
Well, we know that might be the visor that was hinted on Bruh's side. So Echo is completely in the unknown for now, I think.
And Echo's unknown, and Eco is to be determined.
Yes. That's what unknown means.
That's... Never mind. Never mind.
Missile related, and here on Spider Guardian it's just a missile expansion. So the only unknown here would be Spider Guardian itself, which hopefully isn't anything.
Well, we can hope. We can have hope and have faith, but in the end, we still have to do Airy. So that's good for us watching, but not good for the runners.
Oh, absolutely not. Airy is notorious.
I did recently found out that Dark Burst does a heck of a lot of damage to Dark Samus, though.
Yes, and you would think the opposite. Dark Samus has Duck in her name, so you would think that she's vulnerable to light weapons, but no.
She's technically a light world enemy.
Yeah.
She is not origined of Ing or of dark nature. At least not by a Dark Aether standpoint, so on that technicality, dark-based weapons do cause damage.
Yep. But still, we have Screw Attack, which is more than enough to deal with her.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All right, so 1 hour mark. It's time for your daily runner race rundown. That's what I'm calling it. Bilo, take it away. How are we looking so far?
Bruh's looking to have quite a bit of a lead over Caesar, who is just now entering Torvus. Bruh has Light Suit, which is pretty good. Caesar is probably also going to come upon it pretty soon. So, as for the SDK hunt going on right about now, we still need a lot of things. Cobalt Translator was just picked up here, which is good. This it allows us to get hints, one of which is a morphball system in
War Ritual.
War Ritual grounds.
That's the boost ball that we were...
Yeah, that was our boost ball. So the SDKs are really ugly. We have required a Morbis, required Airy, required Echo and Annihilator. So yeah, it's pretty much a hunt for those upgrades at the moment. So that we can get our SDKs in the meantime. Also trying to route in those that we can get at the moment along the way as well. Echoes is a much more difficult game to route compared to Prime.
And nonetheless,
I'll say that much.
I will completely agree with you on that.
More item checks, a more organized map, a lot less chaotic, hints to take into account as well. Nice frame one morph on Caesar's side, by the way.
So at the current moment, we're just looking for a handful of majors. Bruh's in the
Yeah.
lead right now due to the light suit, which Caesar is just now about to pick up.
Mhm.
So the only lead Bruh really has is doing Torvis earlier, as Caesar was focused on Aegon cleanup and Temple Grounds work,
Yeah.
while doing Sank first. Now, unfortunately,
Ooh.
Sank early was not the right play due to Spider Ball
Mhm.
being over in Med Vista. So we had to do Torvis first for proper Sank cleanup.
Yeah.
That's put Caesar pretty well behind, about maybe 10 minutes.
Mhm.
But it is still anyone's game. We're still fairly early. We only have 2 keys among both runners, so anything could happen.
Oh yes, especially with the cleanup that we're gonna have to do later. How they route will, like how they route now, will be a big factor as to how they will clean up later, depending on what they get. There's Dark Burst.
I'd say go for it. Dark Burst is going to be really good if
Oh, actually, interesting trick from Caesar there. So she's trying to get over the grid here in Torvis to activate the other side with the cannonball she has. Unfortunately, it's a little tricky. I think it's a BSJ that she's trying to get, but the standable surface is relatively small, and you don't want to roll off of it with while being morphed.
correct. Yeah, so what we're doing here, we're using a bomb space jump method where we do a bomb jump into an instant unmorph where we can then use a space jump. Now we're using this to get into this little piece of collision outside of the Torvis gate. Now that collision is just enough room for us to stand on, but we need to do another bomb space jump to get over the gate due to the needed height. It is it is a little bit precise, but if we roll and hold an angle on the grate while jumping, then we'll be a-okay.
Also, nice Morbis hint on Bruh's side. And Caesar's also going to be coming up on a major, I think, that we know is in Plaza Axis.
Yes.
I think it's I don't remember actually. I think it's a gravity boost actually.
Yes, I believe it was.
Also, say hi to Quentin, the friendly quad, which we can jump off of to skip the this fight. Although Bruh is going to kill it, which is sad.
But thanks to having that light suit from Torvis, we're able to get Sank map, and the major in
And
question today is Dark.
oh, Echo Visor.
Oh,
That's
so
nasty.
we need to do Torvis before even touching Sank. Oh,
Yeah.
that's gonna cost Caesar a little bit more time.
Yeah.
Caesar unfortunately chose to do Sank first from Sank Spider
Well,
to
I mean,
Aegon Venteria.
she didn't. I will
I
say that
know that
she
knowledge wasn't
didn't.
known.
She didn't commit to it very much. She only did Spider's Treasure. So it's not completely over for Caesar. It's only a
No,
matter of
no,
Dark Visor, I would
that's
say.
fair, but still, I'd say the time spent moving through Aegon and going back and forth through Temple Grounds, that's it's the backtracking which is going to cost the most. Not
Yeah,
necessarily the check itself.
pretty much.
And now Caesar's coming up on Poison Bog, but unfortunately, due to the lack of Dark Visor, which is over in Coaling Chamber, we are unable to get Poison Bog. So we got to leave this key for later.
Yeah.
Now, we don't need Seeker Launcher, but Seekers would be pretty good to have. I can't really see anything that needs Seekers.
Uh, yeah, I think we can get around most Seeker's requirements at the moment.
I'd say right now, Caesar's most likely just trying to go for a full clear of upper Torvus, then move to lower Torvus and do the same route Brud did, using the lower Torvus elevator to get into Sank, in turn doing Sank cleanup to get both visors. While we're still hunting for Annihilator, but we can at least start routing once we have both visors in hand.
Yeah. Which, fortunately for Bruh, he does. So we're going to be able to, firstly, get that boost ball that will make movement a lot easier, considering Bruh hasn't found Cannonball.
And we need boost ball to enter Airy.
Also that, yeah, and we also need to get rid of Cannonball to enter Airy. Cannonball damage will not break the glass.
Nope. But it will destroy main gyro chamber, and there's a heavy risk involved with doing that.
Yeah, well, for now it's still out of the question because no Annihilator.
Yeah, but mini gyro doesn't account for Annihilator.
Mini gyro, you mean, or
Main gyro.
I'm
Uh, we,
fairly I'm fairly certain you still need to activate the Echo puzzle before you can ram into the ball with it.
you still need to do the first two lock puzzles on it, yes, but as far as the sound puzzle, then
I think you still need to do it because if you run into the gyro with Cannonball without doing the puzzle, I think you lock yourself out of getting this pickup ever.
yeah, I'll have to double check. You could be right. I could be wrong. All right, so now we see Brad going again for that trick. High five to both runners for having out of bounds at the same time. So on the right, Brad's going through service access to unload War Ritual grounds, and in turn walk behind the door. Caesar, meanwhile, did it much easier out of bounds. We did that in Portal Chamber Light in order to stop us from going back to Dark World and coming all the way around. There's a piece of collision we can slide through.
Yeah, Bro is basically going for the same wall crawl that he tried earlier, but died. Now that we have a light suit, there's no longer a time limit for it, but there's still the race timer going on, so we don't really just want to take all of our time still.
Absolutely. And I will say I have never seen so much backtracking in an Echoes race this bad in a while. This is something.
Yeah, this is quite the seed.
I don't like it. I don't like it, and I can only imagine how our runners feel.
Yeah, just gonna be a lot of compassion. Just thoughts and prayers for our runners.
Yeah, that's fair. I do want to point out, though, since we're so far into this race, please remember to stay hydrated. Your health and safety matters. So please get a drink of water and stay hydrated.
I'm going to go get water right now.
Alrighty. You see what I mean? It's always good to stay hydrated.
Absolutely.
Alrighty, so Bruh has acquired the boost ball. But once again, we need to get that screw attack instant unmorph to get out of the door and get out of the area. So we're trying to clip through a very specific piece of geometry, which it looks like we got second try. Nope. We're still working on it, and oh no. Okay, good. We almost had a reset from Bruh. Yeah, see, as stated earlier, if you attempt to screw attack out of bounds, there is a high risk of something similar to Morph Ball. Morph Ball makes you fall, screw attack gets you stuck. So it's very risky to be doing screw attack movement. Now our goal is to get to the door that we see in the distance and load the next room so that we can clip in bounds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, by the looks of it, Bruh is still. Yeah, it looks like Bruh's in the room, still trying to get that screw attack unmorph that I previously mentioned. Oh.
Yeah, this was one of the hardest tricks to perform.
Yeah,
Any out of bounds. Yeah.
especially when the walls are invisible. Oh, I think he got out. Yeah!
Good work.
Nice
Congratulations.
job, bruh.
Fantastic. Alrighty. So we are now continuing along. Most likely, bro's going for what are we going for? Let's see if we can plan this out. We're already heading for Torvis again. Probably going for Poison Bog now that we have Dark Visor.
Yeah, that would make sense. Maybe also going to do a few other checks along the way, but...
Oh, Caesar's gonna be
Hey.
happy.
Oh, that she is.
Oh, and hit the warp.
Yeah, the terminal fall trigger is can be a bit high, especially if you use crew attack. Oh, unfortunately, bunked on the side of a platform there.
And as far as terminal fall goes, you want to just briefly touch up on what a terminal fall is?
I can. So,
Okay, let me
in
get
this
some water then.
So, in this game, you can fall down cliffs. What that entails is you lose a little bit of health, but you get repositioned there, so it's not completely a game over. However, those are handled by what we call terminal fall triggers, which are certain planes below which, if you fall down, you will start the repositioning sequence. What Caesar did here is she crossed that plane while screw attacking, but she got back up. However, she got back up while she was and in this repositioning sequence, so she got repositioned nonetheless. So yeah, sometimes that's how they can work against you. However, in certain rooms, especially Watch Station in Sanctuary, you can exploit some of these vulnerabilities to your advantage by repositioning yourself to specific spots of the room. That can make you gain a little bit of time over just walking there normally. You'll just teleport there. All right, and with that, Caesar entering Lower Torvis, while Bruh is going to check Dark Torvis Arena, getting that STK. Now, we still don't know whether it's on Boost Guardian itself or the half-pipe. That being said, given we're still missing Annihilator, we'll still want to do as many checks as possible. Alright, and it looks like it's on Boost Guardian itself, given the half-pipe is an E-tank. Now, by the looks of it, Caesar does have gravity boost, so that will allow her to be a lot more thorough than Bruh was. Bruh's still getting the Powerbomb quick kill on Boost Guardian as well, so that applies to a lot of early game bosses, especially Dark Samus 1, Boost Guardian, and Bomb Guardian, which can get insta-killed with power bombs, since you are not expected to have them at this stage of the game that you fight them in. Alright, Caesar not quite yet going for Powerbomb Guardian. By the looks of it. Still going to go check Hydro Dynamo's storage first, I believe, and then going to use the spider track to get back up to the portal.
Alright, Marion's got some hydration.
We love some hydration. Oh,
Absolutely.
I think that's either double damage or unlimited beam ammo here in Poison Bog. Double damage.
Alright, so that means unlimited beam ammo is the one in Uber Junction site.
Yep. All right, and Caesar's about to fight Powerbomb Guardian. All right, but first we'll see what's on the screw attack ledge in Under Temple, and it is dark ammo. Maybe gonna go for it. Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, a bit of a screw attack jank here on the walls. All right, and with those STKs, I think Bruh is just about done with the lower upper Dark Torvus. Gonna save here. Pivot
Yeah, if we,
save.
yeah, I'm
And what's
thinking
gonna
of,
start?
yeah, if we pick up Poison Bug, that'll cross off that one from his list.
Hmm.
Because unfortunately, right now, as far as Caesar goes, she needs to go back to Sank with the Spider Ball to get the Echo Visor,
Yeah,
which
the Dark Visor, you mean? From,
right, because Echo is on Sync map, right?
yeah.
Yeah, we need the Dark Visor. Then we gotta come back to Torvus for Poison Bug.
The Cobalt translator, I think, yeah.
What about Cobalt?
Well, you needed to get to Sync map.
Ah, right. And Cobalt was
I can't remember where it was.
someplace. Great talk.
I think it was somewhere in Sync, though. Yeah,
Right,
it
so
was in, I don't remember the room name, but it was in the room between Main Gyro and Watch Station.
Watch Station Access.
Yes, thank you. I couldn't remember if it was Watch Station Access or Main Gyro Access. Oh, that's a red key. That's a
That's
Dark
Torvus key. We don't have chick information, and we actually don't care about chick information. We know where everything that we need is.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no. We don't know where
Annihilator.
Annihilator is. Yeah. Although Annihilator is only used for Sentinel's Path, there is a really precise out-of-bounds trick to get past that door.
Yeah.
If both runners want to do that.
Yeah, something that's really funny is usually you do an SAU, which is the same trick that Bruh used to get Boost Ball early. That being said, I think Sestrion, and Sam discovered another way to do it somewhat recently.
Oh, there's the FTA key.
Which I actually don't remember. It's not quite an SAU. You still use screw attack, but you sort of slide through the wall at a certain angle, and it'll get you back out. Not sure I understood quite well, because they're far better Echoes player than I am. But that Caesar is fighting Grapple Guardian.
If I make an assumption, I think Caesar might be trying to hunt down Echo Visor currently and then make a beeline for Sank. That might be what they're thinking. Well, they're thinking the visors are here so that they can get some Sank cleanup. And
He might also still be hunting for Annihilator as well.
That's fair. I don't believe Caesar ever went for Sky Temple Gateway.
Oh, right. I don't think she
Never
did.
Never went for the key hints.
Alright, and with that, that's Grapple Guardian down. We'll see what item they hold. Oh, she picked up the missile expansion, so this will do a few things. This will trigger what we call Grapple Pirates, which are Dark Pirate Commandos which spawn in specific rooms that are triggered after picking up the item from Grapple Guardian. There's a chance that they spawn, there's a chance that they might not. It's pure RNG, and ideally you wouldn't want to pick up the item if it's not important on Grapple Guardian, just to avoid those Grapple Pirates. Right, and Bruh here doing a little manip to get up there without Needing to use the spider rail, unfortunately not quite getting it, but still getting the hint there. Uh, oh, oh,
What?
well, that's required Chica. Chica has our Annihilator.
What?
That was hinted in Sank entrance.
Okay, it's official. This race is hereby sponsored by Pain.
Yeah, pain. That's the best way we could put it. Oh
So
my goodness.
I look away to check something, and all I hear is you going on. Like, what happened? Well, that's gonna be
Well,
bad.
yeah.
You know what? Caesar might have an advantage. Caesar's got all 3 Dark Chica keys. We might be able.
Yeah.
Dark Chica.
Well, I mean, you do fight Dark Chica, but she also has Cannonball, which trivializes adult Chica.
I would hope. Hope that Caesar goes and fights Chica. Then you've got all 3 keys. You still have Cannonball. Why not
She's
go
got no
for it?
reason not to, especially considering she did a Grapple Guardian.
That,
She might as well.
and
You might as well just clean that up now.
that with Annihilator in hand, plus going to Sank, she wouldn't have to come back to. She wouldn't have to come back to Torbus to get
Yeah.
the Annihilator.
That
Although Bruh doesn't know that. But
That-
here's the point though. Bruh is heavily familiar with the screw attack method for Sentinel's Path. So there's a huge possibility that Bruh won't even consider going to get Annihilator and just go do the out of bounds method.
Yeah, we still have a race, folks. Despite
I told
all,
you it's
Yeah, despite all these routing differences, that makes it like so much more. That's what makes Echo so interesting. Is like all the different routing possibilities that you can take. Like I remember in the Mentor tournament, I had a Swiss race with Cestrion where we took the exact same route, like almost down to a T. Um, this is not too uncommon in Prime, but in Echoes, this almost never happens due to how spread out and rich the checks are in the map. It's actually insane, especially considering how you can consider the hint system as well. It's Echoes is a very rich game to route. All right, and with that, Caesar getting her echo hint as a major item, and it looks, she's debating doing Chica or staying in Torvis or going to Sank. It looks like she's gonna stay in Torvis. Excellent play. Yeah, and looking at the tracker, it looks like Bro only has 1 Chica key. That being said, going back out of bounds, which I assume, I don't think he activated the wall here in this next room. Yeah, he did not. So he's doing a bit of wall crawling to go around that. Aether jumping to the top into that dark portal. Okay.
And this is gonna lead right to what do you call it? Torvus Temple area.
Yeah.
I can't foresee why we're doing this.
No, I think Bruh is wait, no, Bruh doesn't have the Aegon keys yet.
Oh, I know what Bro's doing. Bro's going out of bounds here in Portal Chamber to get to backdoor a Morbus gate. Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. We're going out of bounds here.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna use this method here in Portal Chamber Dark to go around to jump Guardian Chambers over in Judgment Pit and just walk over to Dark Aegon. Thanks, game. Which place am I in? Go over to a Morbus, and then quite literally just jump over the gate, as there's no height restriction on said gate.
Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like Caesar is going to go to Sank. She's got all the reason to. Don't get me wrong, but that might just delay the Annihilator for a little bit.
Yeah, but I support what Caesar's doing here. Although we don't have Annihilator, it's possible
Yeah.
Caesar might just try to go for the out of bounds as well. But
Yeah.
here's the thing: Caesar doesn't have information on keys at all. There's been
Yeah.
no access to gateway.
Yeah. She hasn't gotten there yet. She didn't do the out of bounds for it. So
If I had to take a guess, my assumption is Caesar's unfamiliar or not comfortable enough to do the secretless skip or out of bounds and gateway, and as such, they're trying to beeline to find Seeker Launcher before doing key hints.
mhm. All right. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. All right. Well, with that, we are just about to go fight a Morbis on Breast side. So if you all want to get your worm jams in chat, now's the time. Alright, so that's the first worm down. Now we're on to the second phase with 2 worms, and Bro is probably going to go for something that's called worm skip. So in order to explain that a little bit in advance, you can basically just bomb the 2 worms' mouth in quick succession, and that will prevent a third worm from appearing in the third phase. So here we can see first worm using boost ball to quickly get over to the second worm while the first worm is still taking damage, and it looks like we got it. So no cutscene, which will not make the third worm appear. So we're still on these last 2 worms on the third phase. And if you're looking at the health bar, don't worry about it. The health bar is pretty much here just for show. You can still just if you defeat those 2 worms, it will still count as an Amorbis death, and this will play out normally. Just like that. Alright, and now Bruh is going to have to do some more manipulations to get back out of bounds, because the gate wasn't lowered, so we'll also have to go out of bounds to resume our play. It's going to be a little finicky, but Bruh makes it look easy. I can assure you it's not. All this out of bounds movement is extremely choreographed, and you sort of gotta know like where to stand, where to walk, how to aether jump, which every time you jump it's a 3-frame window that you need to hit. Where to ceiling warp, which is just the technique that Bro is doing right now. There we go. Heist complete. And also getting the unlimited beam ammo from Junction Side, as we mentioned earlier. So that puts Bruh in quite the comfy spot regarding firepower. Unlimited missiles, double damage, unlimited beam ammo, that's all the multiplayer specific items. So Bruh's sitting really good here with 7 SCKs. I believe the only ones we are missing currently would be Sentinel's Path and Poison Bug we already did, I think. And Airy, yes, Airy. Now, Bruh can do Airy right now, but he theoretically also needs Annihilator for Sentinel's Path. Also gonna get Battleground here real quick. No, I think we already did get that. Yeah, we did. Yeah, I believe Bruh is just going to go back to Sank from Aegon. Because all the remaining STKs are there.
Yep, all the rest are in Sank, Airy, and we did Dark Dwarves Arena already. We already fought.
It's
Well, we didn't have
Sentinel's
to.
Path. Sentinel's Path is still missing.
I'm just surprised Boost Guardian wasn't required.
It was.
Yeah, but Boost Guardian's like a one-off boss with all the equipment we had at the time.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Okay, so let's put this into perspective. We're an hour and a half in. Caesar currently has almost everything that she needs to beat this game. Still missing the Echo Visor, which we know is on Sank map. Boost Ball technically, but we still have Cannonball, so we're able to use that.
Can't do Airy without it. She needs Boost Ball for Airy. Which is why she like activated the second puzzle for main gyro, but didn't go for Airy. The cannonball damage does not destroy the glass. It imperatively needs to be Boost Ball type damage. But as a consolation prize, we get to see O'Lear, and hear his words as the last sentinel of the Fortress Temple. May they serve Caesar well.
Yeah, I think it was just Caesar's routing that got her in the end. The lack of going to Sky Temple grounds to get the key hints is really throwing them off, because they're all most of these key hints are checks that you would not regularly do in a multi.
Yeah. I mean, in the race, I think you mean.
Right, race.
But yeah, I see what you mean. They're really bad checks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say. Alright, and Bruh is yet again out of bounds. Believe he's trying to get Sentinel's Path out of the way first.
I would agree with that. Just get it out while you're here.
And
That's
then
what
do Airy.
And then we can save warp and go right to the final bosses. Caesar, unfortunately, still has a lot of cleanup to do. We still gotta go do Sentinel's Path, Dark Aegon Temple, Poison Bug. Still gotta do Battleground. We gotta go all over the place.
Yeah.
But no, I think it's safe to say Caesar's routing in the end is what cost him.
Yeah, it's mostly unfortunate too. Well, there's part unfortunate and part like not going for the SDK hints whereas Bruh has. That's definitely allowed Bruh to route more efficiently. There's Cobalt for Caesar. All right. And here's our esteemed prize right in the bottom right corner here, the STK that we're about to go get, and Bro will have to do a really hard screw attack on Morph to get it. Well, to get back out, I mean. There we go. Sealing Warp success. And now the hard part.
And Caesar got a wonderful grab back on Watch Station. That way we don't have to go all the way back around for the puzzle.
Yep.
Yeah, right now what Bruh's attempting to do, we're trying to use a rollout space jump. So the second we bring the morph ball back to the instant morph, we're going to get a little bit of extra height with our space jump so that we can screw attack into a piece of collision that's non-existent.
Mhm. And it looks like Brooke got it, and is back out of bounds. Nicely done.
You know, this is why I don't race in these weeklies
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah,
Because lately it's just been so much out of bounds that Marion's like, yeah, I really don't want to try to do all that.
yeah. Echoes Rando is like a a breeding grounds for going out of bounds and just it's also prominent in Prime, but not to the same degree as it is in Echoes.
Right.
And I'm not complaining. Like these out of bounds techniques are extremely difficult to pull off, and like they absolutely deserve uh like the lead that they get for pulling off these techniques because they are incredibly risky, they are incredibly dangerous, incredibly difficult. Uh,
Can you
so
find
yeah,
any other word that's not incredible?
amazingly.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
And na-
It's all right.
and now bruh is going to get that last STK in Airy. What a seed it's been, folks. Also, nice glitched bomb slot there.
One of these things just doesn't belong here. No, Caesar went down the wrong one. That is the wrong tunnel for Cat West. You are not getting that red key this time.
Yeah, unfortunate. And since she doesn't have Echo Visor, I don't think she can give this another try.
Not unless you go all the way back around or you lose Cannonball.
Yep.
You could go right up Cat West, but you'd have to lose Cannonball for it.
And given she wants to fight Chica for her Annihilator, which I'm not even sure she's gonna come up on the... No, well, I mean, we have an STK in Sync Entrance, so she's most likely gonna come up on the hint and then regret not fighting Chica while she was in Torvis with all Torvis keys earlier.
Yeah, but we got a problem.
What's it?
Caesar can't do Sync Entrance currently. At least not from the direction that they're at.
Well, I mean, yeah, but she's gonna have to do it for the STK nonetheless.
Yeah, but she's gonna have to warp to start and go through FTA.
Yeah, she's gonna have to. But, anyways, Dark Samus too. Bruh, not making use of the, Dark Burst, apparently. Which, I mean, it's still alright. Dark Beam damage is more than enough, especially with the double damage. Just reds her health. And that's the S2. Now, we do also have Cestrion in the race time room, which right now, I think it's gonna be a close matchup between Cestrion and Bruh here. I don't really know how Cestrion is doing currently, but I think he and Bruh would be pretty close. I think it's a safe bet to make.
Cestrion's gonna win. Cestrion's already going for final bosses. He's got already
Oh.
9. He's already at final boss.
Oh yeah, well that's gonna be a GG's for Cestrion soon enough. Just gonna be watching in the race time room. I will give his final time, RTA, and with that, bruh, finally going to also go for final bosses. So, out of curiosity, how far is Cestrion into final bosses?
He's just about 30 seconds away from entering Gateway.
Oh, yeah. It's gonna be a long shot for bro to catch, but it's still in the cards for bro. If Cestrion like gets centered or something, that could give bro a little bit of a chance to catch up.
I feel so bad for Caesar, just trying to find the two items
Yeah.
majors. There's no information on Seekers. There's no information hint-wise on Boost Ball. Actually, no, I think that one was hinted.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it's I feel bad for her as well. Like I was in a prime seed in a prime race earlier with Jay, Sam, Jeff, and Astral and Emerald Pie, and the seed was horrendous. Just good old PMT artifact, phase on suit and biohazard containment. Fun stuff.
Oh, that just sounds like the usual.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty on par for J seed. Oh yeah, going as far as checking Dark Oasis.
Yeah, I think that reaffirms to us that Caesar is desperately trying to find Boost Ball.
Yeah, Boost Ball or Seekers or what have you.
Oh, remember, we had that hint that Dark Oasis was a Morph Ball system.
Yeah,
Morph Ball
we
related
did.
item.
But she's got good reason, like, not to remember. Right, and Bruce going to have to do this out of bounds again, given the fact that he died for his first attempt at getting Boost Ball.
And unfortunately, Caesar bonked on the cliff face. There's Seeker
Oh,
launcher,
there's
hot
Seeker.
battleground in cache. Oh,
Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, that's bad. Dark Visor locked Seekers. Well, on the bright side, she will finally be able to get her hints. Also gonna get that unlimited beam ammo.
looks like you're going for some lore checking. We just want to double check the hints.
Yeah. And with that, bruh is now on his way to fight Emperor Ing.
Amber hints, keys to Dark Aegon Temple, where the Dark Beam is. Dark Torvus Temple hint. FTA with the Light Beam, Abraxas, Meeting Ground, the Supers. So unfortunately, Caesar did not locate the hint information for Boost Ball's location.
Yep, and with that, Cestrion has finished it first with a final time of 1:48.44. GG's Cestrion.
Congratulations!
Congration, you done it.
You're a winner.
I don't know.
No, it was all the rage back then with big rigs over the road racing. It was an old PC game.
Oh, yeah, I remember this one.
They misspelled the ending screen.
You
You're
winner.
You are winner.
You are winner. Yeah, Oh, big rigs.
That was a great game.
I mean, it was great because it was terrible.
Exactly. All right, with that being said, we have some boss fights going on. Caesar's fighting a Morbus for an SDK, while Bra is fighting the Emperor Ring to get into Gateway.
Already at phase 2, this is gonna go back pretty quick, and that phase 3 is gonna be no different with the screw attack. So Marion, you want to explain us a little bit of what's going on, what's going to be going on with Emperor Ing 3 in just a moment?
No.
Fine.
Okay,
Then
I'll
do
explain
it.
All right, Emperor 3, it's one of the most terrible boss fights. You saved up your entire time for this fight. You don't know what equipment to use? Well, have no fear, because your handy-dandy screw attack is here. For some reason, during the testing phase of Emperor Ring, the developers never removed Screw Attack's hitbox, which is on the underbelly of Emperor Ring 3. Now, because the hitbox is still present from the testing stage, a lot of damage can be done with Screw Attack on that said hitbox. So if Samus Screw attacks the underbelly of Emperor Ring 3, major damage can be done and essentially end the fight practically instantly if done right.
Yeah, but it's a little bit precise. So
I see we have Cestrion joining us here in chat. Yeah. And yes, Cestrion, bruh did the War Ritual Ground heist. He failed it the first time, then came back at a later time and got it.
Yeah.
All right, Dark Samus 4. Dark Samus 3 and 4. This is an interesting boss fight. Now, when a set amount of damage is done to Dark Samus 3, she will transition to the final phase, where you need to fire back her own phase-on pellets at her to cause damage. Now, what Bruh's trying to do here is we want to do a very specific number of damage to Dark Samus in order to... Oh, no, we got centered.
Ah, damn. Oh, nice, Cestrion. Yeah, 40 HP was cutting it close.
So what was supposed to happen is that once a set damage number has been made, we can start doing a lock on Dark Samus 4.
Yeah, we can basically just stun lock her. Well, there are two ways of going about it. Either with missiles and dark beam, or with screw attack. Well, either methods require missiles, anyways. So what you want to do is you want to fire a missile at her first. This will trigger her to raise her shield. But during that animation, she's immobile, and she will have to. She will also have a small vulnerability period where she's not moving, but her shield is also not up. During that time, you can either get in a screw attack, which is a little bit harder to do, but yields more damage, or you can fire dark beam shots, which is a bit slower, but a lot more consistent. If you're uncomfortable with the screw attack method.
Yeah, so long story short, damage, use missiles to raise the shield, and damage her the second the shield goes down in the few frames where she's immobile. And then repeat the process, and congratulations, the fight's over. Unfortunately, what happened, we did too much damage, and in turn, Dark Samus started entering her second phase. And because we couldn't get enough damage off in time to stun lock her, we unfortunately got centered.
Oh yeah, Cestrion Annihilator was on Chica.
And no one went to get it.
Well, no one so far.
Time.
Yeah,
153, 153 flat. Good game. And Caesar is finding out their boost ball.
Yeah,
which, oops.
Yeah, that boost ball for those Seekers, that was terrible.
And Caesar has in turn forfeited from the race, so we're gonna go ahead and get both runners in here.
Yeah, let's
attempt to.
Let's give them a warm welcome, shall we?
Once they get in here, that is.
Yeah.
Gotta give the bot time to send everything out.
Mm-hmm.
But man, there was no hint for that, Cestrion. There was no information. Yeah, but hello, Caesar.
GG's.
I am so sorry for what you had to go through.
Yeah, I'm still basically just lost on what I was supposed to do in this scene.
So, I think the biggest thing is Dark Visor, Echo Visor, and Boost Ball. Those seem to be like the big three.
Mm-hmm.
and there was also Annihilator for one of the STKs. So you were just about. Oh,
I said, of course there was.
yeah. So you were just about to go check the STK hints, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, here you go.
So,
I've got to.
yeah.
I'm gonna send it to you, and I'll just put it in Twitch chat. There you go. But those are your hints for today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
I might have just forfeit after getting those, even if the thing wasn't done.
And I
After
think
two
yeah,
hours.
those-
I think bro just had a crash. Nope, there we go. Got it. All right. Hey, hello, welcome.
GG's.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yep.
we can.
Okay.
So first and foremost, good game to both of you. You both put up a heck of a fight with how cursed this seed was.
Yeah, GG's. That was a terrible seed.
When we
Terrible
got
and
past an
understatement.
hour and a half and Cestrion and Bruh hadn't finished yet, I was like, oh no, what is this seed?
We got a problem.
Yeah. Good
So
lord.
Ugh.
I guess we'll go with this then. Bro, you actually managed to get your SDK hints. How did you feel after receiving all of them?
I mean, well, I was like, okay, this seed might just be like straight up all majors required. Especially since what really threw me for a loop was Airy. And not because of Echo Visor like it usually does. Usually Echo Visor's the biggest problem, but Airy is really the only check that hard requires boost. And I had just seen boost in more ritual grounds. I was like, okay, well, I haven't done that trick to skip Dark Visor Seeker for War Ritual Grounds in like a solid 7 months. And the last time I did it, it took me like 2 hours. So I was worried about that. And you can't just get Cannonball because that like hard requires boost. It
Yeah,
doesn't
because
take
you can't
damage to
break
cannon.
glass with cannon.
So yeah, that's the main thing that was kind of wacky, that seed. Also, the hint for Sank Map, I didn't know if I wanted to do the out of bounds for it because I was like, with Light Suit, there's a risk you soft lock doing that. And I didn't know if we'd find Cobalt quickly, and I didn't even think that would be Echo. I was actually surprised when that was Echo. I was honestly thinking that was going to be Annihilator or Seekers. So that was pretty surprising for me. Grav, also kind of funny.
Yeah. Yeah, it was in Plaza Axis. That is certainly a location for Graph Boost. But yeah, with that, like, and what about you, Caesar? So, how did you feel like getting the Seeker missiles so late?
Let alone its location in
Not
general.
great. Especially when it's like the hint there was just like a missile related item.
Yeah, so like it really
and I
doesn't.
knew going into there, like I couldn't remember if it was that one or the other Luminoth hint that said a missile related upgrade. I'm like, one of these is gonna end up being Seekers, isn't it? And one of them was, but it's like, come on.
Yeah, it just had to be Battleground.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm so sorry for what you had to go through. Who genned this?
Yes, who gemmed this?
Sam.
Sam is gatekeeping.
Sam.
I don't think Sam's currently here for you to yell at him.
Oh, but I know where he is, and I am going to go yell at him on your behalf. Like, is there anything you two want to say to him? Because I will report it.
I'm feeling bad for him because I can see that he's hoping that somebody wants to do Prime 90% right now, and just nobody ever takes him up on it.
All right. So let's keep this train rolling. So let's see what biggest concerns. Well, let's see here. I've got a list of notes here somewhere. Bro, you had a bit of a struggle with War Ritual Grounds trying to get that heist out.
Yeah, okay. This is funny. Okay, so the last time I did that was in a CGC race in like November, and
That's a while
we
ago.
started this race at like 1 a.m. Right, and so we had like, I don't know. I think there was some reason I needed to do that trick, and my partner was able to finish at like an hour 30, and both of our opponents finished at like 3 hours, and I finished after them, like half hour after them.
Oh,
And
jeez.
it took me that long to do that trick, and I haven't done it since.
It's
So
very
I was
difficult.
quite worried about that.
It is a very difficult trick, to say the least.
Yeah, it's not for the faint of heart.
Yeah,
But-
because you have to do 2 screw attack clips when you cannot see the room around you. And that makes it very hard.
Yeah, and it's not like in Prime 1 where you can just shoot the room. Like, it's just...
Yeah.
You have little to no visual cue, especially with how the skybox for Dark Aether is. It's just like a bunch of purple, black clouds. There's like little to no visual cue. Like, mad props for pulling that off like so quickly after
Yeah,
that 7-month hiatus.
You just have to feel your way around and kind of just screw attack and pray that it works.
Let's see.
If you could
Caesar.
see... Or sorry,
no, go
you
ahead.
go.
No, you go ahead. I'm still reading. I'm reading notes.
If you could see the room, that trick would be so easy. But it's literally just the fact that it's invisible that makes it so hard.
Yeah.
Let's see. Caesar, you had a heck of an early game, though. Your early game was fantastic.
Yeah,
you
early
found,
game went really well. It's
you-
just after that.
You found your bombs early. You went to transport A access. You got your bombs. You went through Aegon with bombs on your first loop, so that must have helped you out somewhat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it made it easy to get all those actually pretty good early game items, and then just once things opened up, I haven't practiced my secret locks enough to have had the confidence to go for hints early, because last time because it takes me like 5 to 10 minutes to get them for most of the setups.
No, I see. So your entire routing was based on the knowledge of Seekers trying to find that.
Yeah. And then I momentarily forgot about seeing Dark Visor after I got the Spider Ball, so I wasted a bit of time between those. And then, yeah.
And having your Echo on Sank Map of all places.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was a fun Echo location. I don't know if I've ever seen that before, but yeah, I mean, I really, with my routing there, I was absolutely not expecting that to be Echo. Like, I was in my mind 100%, this is either Seekers or Annihilator, and then I got Echo, and I was like, if I can pull off the trick in War Ritual Grounds, then I'm go mode right now.
Yeah,
and that's what I did.
Then you found the information. Then someone found the information on where Annihilator was.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was pretty terrible. Where did the Taurus keys end up being? Because I didn't see any of those.
So the fun thing is that, Caesar, you did find all the Aegon and Torvis keys.
Mm-hmm.
Well, bruh, you did not.
I did not know.
You wall crawled for Morbis, and well, you just wall crawled to get around the Annihilator requirement. So
Yeah. Honestly, I was really happy to see that Annihilator beam hint, because I was like, at that point, I know for sure I'm never gonna get Annihilator, because sometimes you can do a trick like that, and then find Annihilator immediately after, and then you get
punished.
like, You just get so punished.
Mm.
But no, that trick was fairly smooth as well. That all went pretty well. Honestly, I played the seed fairly well. My early game was a little bit rough, just because I wasn't that focused for most of this race. I was kind of just sitting back. I probably
Yeah,
needed to focus up more. That would have helped me.
The good old autopilot.
Yep.
We all love it. I mean, it still says something that you're able to race and just go on autopilot still and still have good results. Like,
Yeah, I guess.
but yeah, with that, Marion, do you have anything else to add?
No, I think everything that's been said or needed to be said has been notated. We're all aware of how cursed the seed was, and I believe that Sam might want to lock his door as a protest might be happening very shortly. But no, a peaceful one. You know, we're just gonna stand outside with picket signs and maybe make some lemonade and have a good time.
Yep. I could go for some lemonade right now.
That sounds wonderful. Well, with that being said, Caesar, bruh, anything you two would like to add before we sign off our program today?
Even when the seed is frustrating, it's still fun. So don't take it as us hating doing this.
Yeah.
As long as y'all have a good time, that's what matters in the end. So, with that being said, we're going to start to wrap up our program here today. So, Op82, thank you for joining us as our lovely tracker, as always. Without you, we wouldn't be able to keep a hold of anything, let alone stay organized. Caesar, bruh, thank you for putting on a wonderful show. It was a wonderful headache, to say the least. That's the best way to describe it. And Bilo, anything you'd like to say for signing us off today?
And well, not really. We'll simply see you all next mission.
With that being said, alrighty. If you'd like to, you can follow the runners down below. Information's been posted. But don't worry, we're not done with the Metroid fun yet, as I do need to double check what our schedule looks like. If I'm correct, tomorrow I am correct. Tomorrow we have our alternate settings for Prime Weekly. So if you're looking for some Prime, same time, 2 o'clock Eastern, we'll be back here with some more Prime nonsense. But if you'd like to catch more Metroid, SpeedGaming 4 is currently hosting a Super Metroid map randomizer. That should be some fun. And on that, stay safe, have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and we will see everyone in the next mission.
See you next mission. Thanks for watching.
Hey.